like a Hellcat.
What's up guys, Alpha Games here, and today we're going to be predicting the championship table and scores with Tavy.
Hi guys.
And so basically,
I've got Luton.
you
I don't think their squad is fine, but they have got a few decent players. So like Collins is their top goal scorer with 11, which is higher than Robson Carno, so he's a decent player. And then I quite like the look of Luana. He seems like a pretty good player. He tears a lot of teams apart with his skills. But sorry Luton fans, I've got you 24.
okay? And so, for my 24th, I've got Barnsley, because I really don't think they're gonna beat anyone else. I know I've got some good players like Corley Woodrow and all that, but I just don't think there's any hope for them. What's your 23rd?
Yeah, my 23rd is also Barnsley. Woodrow is a really good player, so is Chaplin, and I don't know how you say it, I think it's Alex Moat, or Moet, something like that. He's a pretty good player in the midfield, but sorry, I don't think he'll have enough to survive.
Okay, my 23rd is Luton Town, because like I just feel like they're better than Barnsley, because they got some really decent players like James Collins and all that, and Lua, but I just don't think they'll avoid the drop. And what's your 22nd?
And then my 22nd place, I've got Hull City. I don't think they've replaced Bowen or Grzycki. Malik Wilkes is a good player, and Long is a pretty good keeper, but realistically, they're not going to keep them up. They are decent players.
That's good, but for my 22nd, this may shock a lot of people, but I picked Charlton. And I know they've got a lot of good players like Sarr, but like I just had this feeling in the Hull Charlton game that there's just going to be a lot of hope for Hull, and like I just don't think Charlton will avoid the drop in all in all. So what's your 21st?
My 21st, just surviving, is Charlton. They've got a few good players, so Johnny Williams, Lecco I thought was really good for them when he wasn't injured. Noel Taylor's a good player, but it looks like he's kind of refusing to play for the club. I don't think it really helped when, Chelsea recalled Gallagher. That did really help their problems. But yeah, Charlton 21st.
And for my 21st, I've got Hull City on goal difference to Charlton. Yep, on goal difference. Because it really depends on the whole Charlton game, really, how it all goes. It's a fight for survival game, basically. And I'm feeling they'll manage to have a breakthrough. Anyway, what's your 20th?
My 20th is Middlesbrough. They've got a few decent players, Paddy McNair, Fletcher's a decent player, Azabelonga's a decent championship player, and players like Ayala and a centre-back, he's a decent player. So yeah, I think they'll come 20th, Middlesbrough.
Hey, that's funny, because my 20th is Middlesbrough for the exact same reasons. Fletcher, Arrizabalaga. Yeah, I know. We've both got the same 20th. And now, what's your 19th?
My 19th is Wigan. They're a decent side, but it says a lot when their top goal scorer is a centre-back, Dunkley. They've also got a few decent players like Jason Lowe and Keith Moore. I think they're decent championship players, but yeah, I think they'll comfortably survive Wigan, as they beat us and could also beat Leeds. So I think, yeah, Wigan will stay on comfortably.
Yeah, my 19th is Stoke. And they do have a load of good players like Tyrese Campbell, but that's where I think they'll end up. I can't really give any other reasons. But anyway, what's your 18th?
My 18th is Huddersfield. I really think they rely on what's his face, Colin Grant too much. He's too much of a good player. They rely on him too much. They also they got him on loan, Willock from the Albion. I think Benfica Sporting recalled him and then sent him on loan to Huddersfield and scored a screamer versus I think it was Forest or Bristol. So yeah, I think he's a decent player, but yeah, I think Huddersfield earned an 18th.
Okay, so my 18th is Wigan Athletic. Like, as you said, they rely on centre backs to get the goals, and like they're going to end somewhere near the bottom. But I just felt Stoke are going to be below them. But what's your 17th?
My 17th is Stoke. I think they've got a few decent players. I think Joe Allen is incredible. He's a brilliant player. Campbell is also a really good player. And I think McLean has done quite well for him. I don't really want to say it as an Albion fan, but I think he's been a pretty decent player looking at his stats this season. So, yeah, Stoke. I think we'll finish 17th.
Okay, and my 17th, this may shock a lot of people, but I've put Birmingham City. And yeah, I know. It's because I know they got Djukovic and Jude Bellingham and Gardner and all that. They're amazing players, but it's just, I feel they're going to start losing a few and just the games and just, they won't be used to the restart. But anyway, what's your 16th?
My 16th is Reading. You know, Reading are just one of those sides. They're not going to go down. They'll never go up. They just hover around mid-table or comfortably surviving. So yeah, they've got a few decent players. Puskas, you know, Echaria, Moore, like Mate, Meat, something like that. The Ivorian, he's a decent player. So yeah, I think they'll come 16th.
Okay, my 16th is Huddersfield Town. Because I really think they're a really good side. And after getting relegated from the Prem last season, I just have a feeling they're going to start picking themselves up again and are really going to go for it next season. And anyway, what's your 15th?
My 15th is Birmingham. Yeah, they've got a few good players. You know, Djukovic, I think, is a really good championship player. Hogan did brilliantly when he came on loan from Villa. They've also got Bellingham, he's just amazing. And Sunjic, you know, the man who only scores screamers. So yeah, I think Birmingham will come 15th.
Okay, and for my 15th, I've put Queen's Park Rangers. Because, like, yeah, I know they had some good players, like Naki Wells, but he's gone off to Bristol. And they've had Eze. Yeah, great player, but I was having they're just going to end very low in the table. But what's your 14th?
My 14th is Sheffield Wednesday. You know, Fletcher's a decent player. Barry Bannon is an excellent player. And they've got a good winger. Kadeem Harris, he's also really fast, you know. Good winger. So yeah, I think now come 14th.
Okay, and I think my 14th is going to be Reading. Because, because they've got amazing players. They're really gonna end mid-table somewhere like 14th, and that's where I predicted they'd come. What's your 13th?
Okay. My 13th is QPR. I think they're a good side, QPR. It was a bit of a shame that they lost Naki Wells, but I think Jordan Hugill, you know, Osai Samuel, he's a really good player. He's been with our Premier League sides, and obviously Eberiche Eze, he's just one of the best players in the Championship. He's fantastic. So yeah, I think he'll go in the summer. But yeah, QPR in 13th.
Okay, so my 13th, I'll put Sheffield Wednesday because they have got some really good players. Like, oh, what I can't even remember their names, but they've got some really good players and they're in quite mid-table. But what's your 12th place?
In 12th place, I've got Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn, I think they shocked a lot of people this season, you know. Everyone expected them to just stay up, but, you know, they've done really well. Also got a few decent players like Bradley Dack, and like Adam Armstrong is a really good strong slash winger in the championship. So, yeah, I think they'll come about 12th.
That's very good. But my 12th is Swansea City because I know they've got good players like Routledge and Brewster and all that. But Routledge retiring this season and Brewster's gonna leave. Then like they're just gonna fall a bit lower. So I'll put them 12th. You did score against Leeds.
But I know, but you know, that's one game. In 11th, I have got Swansea. I think Ayew is a top quality player and probably could play in the Premier League. And I've also players like Brewster, Gallagher, and I think Joe Rodon's also a really good centre back for Swansea.
Yeah, and you know, Swansea were in the Premier a couple of years ago. And for my 11th, yeah, I know, for my 11th, I put Derby County because because they've got some players like Wayne Rooney, Jack Marriott, and I forgot the other one, but yeah, I just don't think they're getting quite low because like I can't really explain why, but what's your number 10?
Well, number 10 is Derby, you know, good players like Waghorn, Marriott, Wayne Rooney's been exceptional, Tom Lawrence.
That's all I wanted, Waghorn.
And a right back, Jayden Bogle, he's an exceptional player, an exceptional young talent. So yeah, I think I finished 10th.
Okay, my 10th is Cardiff City because like they've got Lee Tomlin, Robert Glatzel, Sean Morrison, great players. They're in the Prem last season, but they're not doing particularly well in the Championship, so they're just going to be a mid-table, I think.
So he's okay.
Okay, what's your 9th?
My 9th is Millwall. You know, Matt Smith, Jed Wallace, a fantastic player, and Tom Bradshaw, I think another good midfielder who's quite underrated, is Ryan Woods. So yeah, I think Millwall, they've had a good season, actually, a really good season. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but you know, 9th is a pretty decent place for them.
Okay, my 9th is Blackburn Rovers because I think they've performed amazingly this season. They're really going to start climbing, I think. So, yeah, that's who I put in 9th. And who's your 8th?
So, my 8th is Bristol City. You know, really good players. Naki Wells, Elias and Jedri Ryman. Those are only a few. We've also got a decent keeper, Bedley. I think they will just miss out, but next season they can spend a little bit, improve some areas. I think they can push on and get playoffs.
You never guess what? My 8th is Bristol City.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yep, we've agreed on 2 things now.
I've got Preston, you know.
Oh.
They'll just miss out. They've got players, you know, Daniel Johnson, Ben Pearson, Maguire, Barkhausen's a very underrated winger. So yeah, I think they'll just miss out because I think this team in 6th that I've put has just a little bit more quality in them.
Yep. And my 7th is Millwall on goal difference from the playoff place. Because I think they've got class players like Sean Hutchinson, Jeb Wallace. I think they're amazing. and many other good players. They've got a decent goalkeeper, and they're really going to end high in the table after nearly getting relegated last season, I think. But anyway, what's your playoff sixth?
Well, playoff sixth is Cardiff.
Ooh.
I think they will bounce back. You know, players like Lee Tomlin, Mendes Lang, and I think they have two really good keepers, Etheridge and Smithies. Smithies is so underrated. He's such a good player. So yeah, I really do think they'll do well.
My sixth is Preston North End, as I said, on goal difference from Millwall. So I think Preston North End will just make the playoff spot, because they've got good players like Sean Maguire, Alan Brown, Barkowson, and all those other good players. Yeah, because I've been actually been studying the Preston players quite a bit for some reason. But anyway, who's your fifth place?
My fifth is Nottingham Forest. You know, players like Lewis Grabban, Joe Lolly, Sam Bat is a great goalkeeper, Matty Cash, the best right back in the league in my opinion, and also Sammy Amiobi, can't forget about him, he's an amazing player. So yeah, I think they'll comfortably get playoffs, but yeah, fifth for Forest.
Yep, and I put Forest in fifth as well, because they've got amazing players like Sammy Amiobi, Tyler Walker and all that. And I think they'll comfortably get a playoff spot, no doubt. And anyway, who's your fourth?
My fourth is, in my opinion, next season they will be promoted. Brentford. Their attacking lineup is the best in the league. Watkins, Ben Rama and Mbuemo.
No, I think Brentford will win the playoffs this season.
We've got players like Henry, the left back, he's a decent player. So I think, you know, Brentford fourth, I really do think if they started a little bit better, first or second they could have got, but I'd be surprised if they got by the playoffs.
No, I think they'll win the playoffs, really. But my fourth, this will shock quite a few people, but I put Fulham as my fourth. I know, it's insane. Because, like, they've got players like Mitrovic and Knockout, but I don't think they're cut out for the Premier League. And I think, well, because Brentford got Ollie Watkins, Ben Rama, and Mbuemo, however you pronounce it. And they're really going to triumph, I think, in the Brentford-Fulham game. So, who's your third?
My third is Fulham. I think the reason they're so high, we can both agree on, Mitrovic is a top quality championship player. He's top goal scorer in the league. He's just banging them in. Here's the reason why they're so high up. You know, they've got other players like Knockout and Carvalho, but realistically, Mitrovic is the whole reason. Also, Brian, the left back, he's a really good player, very underrated. So yeah, I don't think they'll have what it takes to catch Leeds and West Brom, but you know, they will do well.
Yep, and my third is Brentford, as I mentioned, because they've got class players like Ollie Watkins and all that, and they're really going to triumph, I think. Anyway, what's your second? This is the decider.
So, my second, it is between Albion and Leeds. My club is obviously Albion. I'm trying not to be biased. I really am. But in second, I do have Leeds. I do think Leeds are an absolutely class side. You know, players like Ben White, amazing player. Calvin Phillips, another fantastic player. They will go up. They play, in my opinion, the best football in the league. I think they're really entertaining to watch, and I really do hope they go up. I like Leeds.
And I'm not trying to be biased here at all, but I put West Brom as my second. But as you said, yeah, because they got class players like Robson Canu, Robinson, Pereira, and a super sub, Charlie Austin. And they've got Kravinovic and all that, and Sam Johnson as their keeper. and they're a class side, but I just have a feeling Leeds will only just manage to sneak the title. And of course, your top spot is West Brom.
First place, I obviously have West Brom. I think what's going to win us the title is our depth. We've got such good depth, and in my opinion, we do have one of the best players in the Championship, like Pereira. Dian Garner's a fantastic player, but I think our depth is the best in the Championship, and you need good depth in the Championship, especially because, you know, the whole crisis in the world. So I think our depth will just carry us through the title.
Yeah, and of course my first place is Leeds United, because as you said, we've got class players like Ben White, Cam Phillips, and you know we have players like Alioski in Dallas, who I think are really underrated, as well as Luke Ayling. He scored a screamer against Huddersfield. But yeah, I think we'll do the game predictions in the next video. Okay, see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed.